Hello world, how y'all doing? Another blessed day, man. Another blessed day. We got a situation going on, man. We got a situation going on in the hip hop industry right now. What I'm talking about is Dee-1 and the comments that he made during the interview. He called out a few names in the hip hop industry, and he called out Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Jim Jones, and he was speaking about them glorifying violence with their lyrics. I'm going to start off by saying this. Y'all have heard me say on numerous occasions, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And Dee-1's approach was a bad one. He may not feel like that. Of course, a lot of times when we do things, we don't feel as though we're the culprit because we the ones that's doing it or committing the action. But I truly believe that his approach was real bad. I believe that his approach could have been better than that. I don't feel like you need to single out individuals by calling out their names. And that may not have been his intention to single anybody out. He just called out a few names, I believe, and ran with it. To his credit, I understood what he was trying to do, the point he was trying to make, and the point he was trying to get across, as do a lot of us understand the point that he was trying to make. But with anything and everything, it's your approach to doing things. Now I got mad love for Dee-1. Dee-1 is a guy from New Orleans that has put in work as far as helping the community and the youth in New Orleans. So I tilt my hat. I support him in every way possible. We're all not perfect. We are all, in no way, form, or fashion, are we perfect. But I feel to believe that he needs to readdress this situation and do it a little better than what he's doing, because what he has done has caused a reaction, a ripple effect, a domino effect. And those artists that he called out are speaking back. As many of you may know, that Rick Ross went on now and he spoke about what he was doing in his community. Dee-1 responded to that saying, I'm not talking about what you're doing in the community. I'm talking about the fact that you're glorifying violence with your lyrics. But like I said, it could have been done more differently than that. And Meek Mill, I haven't heard anything about Meek Mill responding back. But the talk of the town is Jim Jones' interview responding to Dee-1. And if you haven't seen it, you might want to check that out. First of all, I pay homage to Rick Ross, Meek Mill, and Jim Jones. Them dudes have done a lot in the industry. They have paved their way for up-and-coming artists. You know what I'm saying? They have stitched their niche, or niche, you might want to say, in the game. They have done their thing. Jim Jones is a real well-respected dude. He is a member of Dipset. He's a great entrepreneur. We all know from the past how Jim Jones gets down. Jim Jones has gotten it in the streets and in the music industry. Now, I'm from New Orleans. So all I can do is speak on what I've heard or a few things that I've seen from his show with him and his wife. Jim Jones is known, well known, for punching or slapping somebody. He's known for that. But this particular time, he said that his little cousin might get involved. He actually told Dee-1, keep my name out your mouth if you're doing all that clout chasing and all that, because my little cousin may not like what you're saying and may slap a dread out your head. In that instance, just in that moment, Jim had me looking at him a little sideways, man. When I say sideways, he had me looking at him not as the grown man that we are used to seeing. He got real little boyish in that moment. You're a grown man, man. I expect more. The industry expects more from you, Mr. Jones. I feel like you let me down. I feel like you let a lot of people down. In the same instance that you're telling Dee-1 about being careful about what he's saying and how he's doing it, you're getting on him about how he approached the situation, and you turn around and you do the exact same thing. You got on his level. If you felt like he was clout chasing, then I feel like you should have just brushed him off and not even responded to dude. I feel like you could have handled it better, because you're telling him he should handle it better, but in the same breath, you should have handled that better, man. What you actually did was kind of sort of set the stage so that if your little cousin or your little homie run into Dee-1, an incident can occur because you have planted that seed. We got to be careful about what we say out of our mouth, man. A lot of times we speak stuff into existence. And like I said, I got the utmost respect for Jim Jones. But you disappointed me in that instance, man, because I expected you to handle that way better than that. I expected you to be on grown man time, because that's what I'm used to seeing from you. And I'm pretty sure that's what the industry is used to seeing from you. You being on grown man time. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that was a good look for you. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm going to practice empathy right now, because if that would have been me, I would have been upset too. If he'd have called my name out, I'd have been upset too. In the same instance though, you can't allow yourself to get in your feelings or in those emotions and react the way that you did. As far as I know, Jim Jones is a thinker. Since I've been keeping up with you and Dipset and Jim Jones just as a person, you've been on grown man time, man. So that's real disappointing to see you get on that level and say something like that about the man getting a dread slapped out his head. Come on, man. I expect way, way more from Mr. Jim Jones. You set the precedent for an incident to occur now, man. Now, my question to you is this, Mr. Jones. Let's say your little cousin or your homies, they come down here for Bayou Classic. And y'all run into Dee-1. What's going to happen after your cousin slapped the dread out of his head? And I know you being Mr. Jones, you're not even thinking about that. You could care less about that because you're Jim Jones, right? That ain't what's up, bro. That ain't what's up. We gotta do better as a community. We gotta do better as a whole. We gotta do better in this hip-hop industry, man. And that's one of the things Dee-1 was really trying to say about we got to do better as far as moving better and setting it up for these younger guys that's coming up behind us. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this to Mr. Dee-1. I love you, bro. Got nothing but love for you, respect for you. Love the way you move with the music and how you deal with the community and the support of the youth. I applaud you. Till my hat. I think you need to apologize to those guys that you offended with your interview. And that's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. Your apology may fall on deaf ears. We don't know. Your apology may be well received. We don't know. But I think we need to kind of quell or squash that whole situation. I think about the future. I think about what can happen from certain things. And I believe that you can take this situation and stop it before it goes any further. You have the power to do that. And even though I heard Mr. Jones say something about we can't approach that way no more, we can't go that way, it's already like this, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. From what I've seen in Mr. Jones, I feel like, yeah, you can talk to him or reach out to somebody in New York and they'll reach out to him, kind of sort of like a middleman, or as the mafia say, a consigliere, get somebody to talk to him on both sides, and y'all just have a sit down, man. Now that'd be a great look. Y'all can have a sit down and come together and see about, doing better. But Dee-1, I will tell you this, man. People been making money off the music that they have been making for quite some time. You cannot tell a man how to feed his family. And I think before you go to Rick Ross, Meek Mill, or Jim Jones, you got to deal with the cats in the city first with that. Because everybody's talking like that in their music. Everybody's talking like that in their music. So before you go address those guys, I think you need to address the guys in the city first and holler at them first, man. And if that works, then try to move on to a larger platform and try to do that with these other guys that's been in the game for the longest. But, I mean, the way that they rap, spit their lyrics, freestyle, that's how they feed their family, man. We got to take all that into consideration. And before I see you get caught up in some drama or foolishness like that, man, I'd rather see you get in contact with somebody, sit down and do a one-on-one with Mr. Jones. Even Rose, even Meek Mill. If you can make that happen, all three of them at one time, why not? We used to have something in New Orleans called a Teen Summit. We should draw a big concert and invite all the youth out. They used to get the tickets away to the kids at high school and junior high and elementary. They used to get all the hot orders in the city and do a concert. Get the local radio stations involved, the local news people. I remember on one occasion, Southern's band, the Jukebox, showed up for the Teen Summit. We need to get that back. You want something else to speak about or do with your time, Dee-1? Let's roll with that. Let's get that Teen Summit back popping. I'm pretty sure you will get a lot of volunteers and a lot of people involved with that, man. I, for one, would be your first volunteer. Let's get that back popping. And we can work our way up and get what these dudes doing in music. Because I'm an artist myself. I love music. And I have music where I speak about certain things, but I mean, it's music. Everybody don't think like that. Everybody's not going to be as receptive as you are. Everybody's not going to want to receive everything that you're saying. So with that being said, let's try a better approach next time, bro. But I hope everything works out, man. I hope everything works out. I want y'all to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be seeing y'all real soon, man. I appreciate the love and support. And I'll be hollering at y'all soon. Rippa-Skipp out the Melph, signing off. Y'all have a blessed one.